Hi guys, it's Sherry. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here and we're going to do Reiki and it's going to be awesome. The actual Reiki itself might be a little quiet, but it'll be interesting. Generally, well, Reiki is not something that you do a lot of noise with. It's generally fairly quiet unless you're actually talking to the person, if they're comfortable with talking to you while you're doing Reiki, because it is energy work. But we'll see how it goes. I've got some music, well, not music because Facebook frowns on music, but I have some nice birds and stream music noise that we're going to eventually hear. I did turn it on. Sorry, I did. There we go. Okay, so first I wanted to welcome you all here. Hello. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about Reiki and kind of give you kind of a feel for what it is. And then if you have any questions, type them in and I will answer them. And then we can do, I don't think I'll do a full half-hour or hour-long session. I think that might be a little too much quiet time. But we'll do maybe a 10-minute session and I will send Reiki to all of the people that are on the live, as well as all of the people who had requested some Reiki energy be sent to them. So Reiki is one of those things that's everywhere and nowhere. Everyone has heard of Reiki. Everyone has probably talked to a few people that do Reiki or that have had a Reiki session or something like that. I actually got my first Reiki session, I want to say it was 19 years ago, but it might be 20. I was in a car accident back in the 90s and I had my mid back right between my shoulder blades because of the way I got hit rear-ended. I was in spasm for about 8 months and it was just awful. And so I went to see a chiropractor and massage therapist and doctors and osteopaths, and I was it was crazy. Anyways, long story short, the massage therapist was just training to be a Reiki master. Well, Reiki practitioner, I guess. She wasn't even a master yet. She was training to be a Reiki practitioner. So she tested on me a couple of times. And I have to be honest, it didn't really feel like anything at that point. And I was kind of disappointed in that. I'm like, oh, that sucked. I spent money on that. That wasn't that good. Okay. But she was really nice, so I did it a couple times with her, because, you don't want to piss off your massage therapist, right? Because then they'll stop being your massage therapist. They'll be, oh, I'm sorry, she's booked. She's booked. Anyways, then I was, I've been going to massages on a semi-regular basis ever since. And my new massage therapist, Tammy, who's an absolute sweetheart, she is also a Reiki master. And so she doesn't officially do Reiki or energy work as part of her massages, but you can really tell the difference between someone who does massages and has energy work or has the ability to do energy work and someone who just does plain old massages. Especially if you connect with them and the energy just kind of goes whoosh. So that was my second experience with Reiki, and that was about a year and a half ago when I got when the Meniers came back. I had been to see Tammy a couple of times before that, but my back wasn't really terrible or anything, so I didn't go all the time. But after the Meniers showed up, I started going to massages and chiropractic on a very regular basis again. The first part of there's a couple things that caused the Meniers, but one of them was that my neck was really badly out and it wouldn't stay in place, which really sucked. And so, I got curious about Reiki because we were kind of playing around with different things. And that led to me deciding that maybe it was time to include Reiki in my new life plan that I was creating for myself. When it became apparent that an office job with fluorescent lights and noises and all of the things that come along with an office job was probably never in the cards for me again. So that's, one door closes and a window opens, and then you climb through the window, and it's a pretty nice life. So it's kind of nice, right? So Reiki is energy. Basically, it's the transfer of energy between beings. It's a natural, safe method of spiritual healing and self-improvement that really anyone can do. Kids, adults, pregnant women, older people, dogs. My cat is a freaking suck about Reiki. She's insane. Goldfishes, any living being, even plants. I mean, I have notoriously brown thumbs, and my plants are doing much, much better now that every once in a while, I just kind of give them a quick whoosh. They go, oh, thank you. Oh, that feels so much better. And you can practically see them bouncing. It's kind of funny, actually. You don't really think that actually works until you start seeing your plants afterwards going whoosh. You can see their leaves kind of just fluttering. It's really neat. So it has a powerful impact on every living creature in our world, which is kind of fascinating. The source of Reiki energy is the universe, basically. It's inside of us, it's outside of us, it's kind of that mucus that scientists can't quite figure out. I like to think that it's that dark matter that scientists can't figure out is what Reiki energy is just kind of that incredible gift from the universe, right? So that's kind of my, I like science spin on things. And while saying Reiki is spiritual, it's not a religion. And it's not religious at all, because I'm not terribly religious. I believe in the universe. I don't believe in a god or gods or anything like that. And I live and let live, definitely, but that's not for me. So one thing that I have found with Reiki, and I know that a lot of people have found with Reiki, though, is that it does inspire you to kind of be grateful for the universe, to kind of go, holy shit, I am connected into the whole universe, and this feels so cool. Wow. And then you kind of light up a little bit, and then you want to kind of, get more in touch with your spirituality and more in touch with your center and more in touch with the universe, whatever you call that. If you call that the Holy Spirit, if you call that Reiki energy, if you call that the universal energy, if you call that prana, whatever it is that you call it, it kind of is, it's kind of neat. Thanks, Beth. Hi, Beth. She is one of my favorite clients, and I love working with her. You guys have probably seen her in the group. She does... She's got some challenges going on in her world, but we're working through them, and she's a big supporter, so I'm happy to see that she's here today. Hey! We have to see you again. You have to come back. So the next question is, what happens during a Reiki session? What do you do? So in a regular Reiki session, a one-on-one person Reiki session, the person is usually laying on a massage table fully clothed, or sitting in a chair, or if it's in a hospital setting, then they're in a hospital bed maybe. They can be conscious or unconscious, doesn't much matter really. And then the practitioner connects to source, however they connect to source. There's a lot of different methods out there. I'm fairly in tune with my energy at all times, so I just kind of have to go, ooh, and there she is. Oh, feel that. Some people have a little more of a routine that they have to do to get there, but that's, it's all personal preferences, right? So then the practitioner places their hands on the client's body in a series of positions that are related to the main chakras in the body. So the top of the head, the forehead, the throat, the chest for your heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and then the root chakra. So, and don't ask me what all of the chakras are. I used to have a really photographic memory, but I don't anymore. So, you know, it's one of the perks of having Meniere's disease is being able to say, I don't remember anymore. Sorry, guys. I knew it once. I knew that once I did. Anyways, so each position is held for a few minutes. Generally 3 to 5 minutes is the time limit. And the whole treatment, and you can do the front and the back if they're really bad. So if someone has an issue with their back specifically, you can do the exact same chakra spots on their back, and it will kind of pull the energy out. One thing that's really good to do with a Reiki session, and I always throw it in as a freebie, is to also do a chakra balancing at the same time. So you do the complete Reiki session, and then you do a chakra balancing, just to kind of stir up the energy and make sure that it's all flowing correctly. A whole treatment usually lasts between 30 and 60 minutes. It can be shorter or longer depending on what the people involved are needing, and you know, how long they have to spend on it. Reiki can be effective in as little as 2-3 minutes. You know, you just kind of go and just kind of, you know, you're just giving yourself a quick little jolt, or you're giving the person a quick little jolt of positive energy. But you know, you can also, if it's a serious condition or a serious issue, you can spend a lot longer doing Reiki session, you know, on each section, or you can spend longer on one section and less time on another section too. It just really depends. I see I've got some new joiners, so hello guys. So Reiki can also be channeled, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Reiki can also be channeled over distances and over time and space as well. It's kind of trippy to think about it, but if you think about it, even Einstein wasn't entirely sure about the linear nature of time and the linear nature of our reality. He kind of thought that time kind of had ripples and waves in it, and you could kind of compress it, and time could touch and all that kind of stuff. And if you think about the fact that I consider the universal energy that we connect to in Reiki to be kind of the dark matter of the universe, then it makes perfect sense that you would be able to shift Reiki energy to anywhere at any time, because you know that dark matter energy isn't constrained by the things that we constrain other physical properties by, which is why scientists are having such a hard time figuring out what the hell it is, right? You know, if you've ever thought that you had a guardian angel that swooped in and rescued you from something, or that you know, you fell asleep and you woke up and you felt like somebody had come to you in the middle of the night and taken away your stress and your anguish about something, you know what? You might meet somebody in the future who's a Reiki practitioner who hears that story and thinks, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be that person for her. I'm going to do that for her. And maybe they sent it back to fix, you know, to help out with that situation. You never know. The world is an unusual place, isn't it? So everyone experiences Reiki differently. Sometimes it's feelings of deep relaxation, but occasionally the person who's getting the Reiki treatment, if their lymph nodes were really clogged up with crap and the relaxation is really intense, you know, it's like anything. If you suddenly relax really hard after being really tensed out about something, you can end up, you know, where your lymph nodes just flush completely, and then you end up with like a stomach ache, or you feel gross and like you're gonna die, or you have a headache or something. So if that happens, just drink lots and lots of water and, you know, go for the best, right? So I have one thing that I have to show you, because I just bought it last weekend when I did my henna tattoo. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? I got that done at Heritage Days here in Edmonton last weekend. So this is my new chakra bowl, and it is the best chakra bowl I've ever seen in my life. I have to play it for you. But really, honestly, the second you touch the wand to the bowl, it starts vibrating. And I've never seen one that vibrated this easily for pretty much everyone in my entire life. It's kind of cool. So I have to show it off. Plus, it balances all of your chakras, which is very good for starting off with Reiki. But before we do that, I'm just going to say all of the areas that I'm sending Reiki energy to. And if anybody else wants Reiki energy sent to them, they need to write down at the bottom there now. So we're sending some to Tara in Medicine Hat, or Tara in Medicine Hat. I had a girlfriend that called her, she pronounced it Tara, but most people do Tara. Dorota in Blessington, Ireland, which I had to look up where that was. And thanks, Danny. It is a beautiful bowl. Danny's just recovering from surgery, and I took it over to her place and played it for her, and she was like, oh, that feels so nice. Yes, it's a pretty bowl. Leslie Immel in Seaford, Delaware. And I don't see you here, but I know that Kirsty in Australia, I can't think of where you are, but I know where you are. Jen in Edmonton, Catlin, in Centerville, Ohio, and Ellie, who's in Sylvan Lake. So I got 3 Alberta girls here, woohoo, and Beth in Edmonton. Perfect. Okay, so here we're just gonna, isn't that the most beautiful sound? Oh. And it's still vibrating. It's the coolest thing. Okay, so I just have to. And Fort Wayne, yes, I will do that. Can you hear that? When it is clear as a bell like that, that is pretty awesome. Yeah, Danny, I wouldn't forget about you. You got it, girl. Okay, so that is my new chakra bowl. I just had to show it off because, you know, it's so pretty. So if you get the opportunity to buy a chakra bowl, that's the sound that you're looking for, and you want one that, you want to buy it from someone who kind of knows what they're doing. Don't pick one up online because you never know what you're getting. And the chakra bowl itself, yeah, it's pretty, but what you're actually looking for is the tone. So you want one that does all of your chakras, and you want one that vibrates for you pretty much instantly. They're not all going to attune to you properly. It's kind of energy-ish, and so that's kind of how it works. Anyways, so here we are, and we are I managed to babble on for 20 minutes almost. So we are now going to do the Reiki portion of the entertainment, and we will see how it goes. So basically for distance Reiki is I will get myself attuned, and then I will kind of go into a bit of a meditation and shoot the Reiki energy off to everyone, and we'll go from there. So hopefully everyone can enjoy having some Reiki, and I will have a quick visit with you all again at the end. Okay? So it'll be a little quiet here for the next 10 minutes, but just kind of meditate with me if you can, and just close your eyes wherever you are. Well, maybe not if you're driving, but if you're not driving and you're somewhere safe, then just close your eyes. Oh, I can feel that energy. Just, you guys are all lighting me up here. You know, if you're somewhere safe, then just close your eyes and relax, and we'll listen to the birds. Actually, I'm going to just move the birds so that that's a little noisier for you guys, so you've got something to hear at least. And hi, Vicky. And we will go from there. So here we go. Okay, so that is a Reiki session. At the end of a Reiki session, I usually like to either use a grounding stone or wash my hands with cold water to break the spell. In this case, I'm using a stone because I'm on with all of you lovely ladies, and because it's a little more powerful than just using the water. So that is a Reiki session. Did anybody have any questions about it or anything interesting? Anything fun? Okay, so I am glad that you all showed up today, and thank you very much. And if you do have any questions that you maybe want to ask me later on, then feel free to send me a private message or ask them in the group if you think that it's something that everybody else might be interested in. And I will see all of you lovely ladies later on. Okay. Thanks, Beth. I felt really relaxed too. It was nice. You know me though, I always overheat when I'm doing energy work. So I'm like, okay, now I need to go be cold somewhere. Go stand in front of the fridge with the door open or something. Okay, anyways, thank you very much, and have yourselves a wonderful Sunday evening. I hope you all either sleep well or have a fabulous day. You know what, Vicki? Your mind is allowed to wander. You don't have to focus on anything. I had to focus, but you guys didn't have to focus in the slightest. It's kind of nice, huh? Anyways, enjoy the rest of your evening or the rest of your day or whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!